He wants to debate Mr. Joe Biden, and he wants to debate him soon. I mean, listen, you better before Kamala's president. That'd be fine to see Trump debate Kamala, don't you think? I mean, I think that'd be great. But anyway, here he is telling Laura, game on.
Apple of his eye. I said, don't ever do it. It would have never happened, by the way.
We're going to get into that in a minute. But back to Biden and his current state, whatever you want to call it. Will you challenge him to regular debates, regardless of the concern about the moderators? I know that's always annoying, but I'll be happy to moderate one, by the way. Would you challenge him? Come on, Joe, you can do it. Will you challenge him to a debate regularly on focused specific topics? In other words, so it's not a wide-ranging, just one debate on foreign policy.
Well, I'll do it right now on your show. I'll challenge him right now, and we can do you can do anybody you want. I'll take anybody from CNN, which is doing very poorly in the ratings, by the way, as you probably know. I'll take anybody, because I think you have an obligation in this case. You really have an obligation to debate. When it came to the Republicans, and I was up by 40, 50, 60 points, like being up on her. I think a poll just came out. I'm at 91 and she's at 7. And would you debate? You want to be smart. You don't have to waste your time doing so.
But that would be instructive to see you versus Biden on any given topic.
Regardless of poll numbers. I'm way up on him now in the polls. And frankly, I think we have an obligation. When you have the final Republican, the final Democrat, you have the two people you have to debate regardless of polls.
How many debates would you commit to?
As many as necessary. I would like to do it starting now. I don't think he's going to debate, though. I really don't think so. I mean, we had a debate where at the end of the debate, he admitted I was right about almost everything, but in particular on energy. Do you remember I said, I feel like Perry Mason, the way you just collapsed? And he admitted everything about energy, and that's what actually happened, and that's why your energy costs went up 3 and 4 times. I mean, we had $1.87, and he was up to $5, $6, $7, and that's going to happen immediately after the election. Let's not even talk about if he wins. We can't allow it to win. We're not going to have a country left. But that's going to be, you will have energy costs, and this whole concept of...
Wow. You know, he's right on that. We've talked about that before. I have something to say on that in a second. But first, the ladies at The View don't want this to happen, right? So Donald Trump's like, bring it on. I need to debate this guy. Like, clearly, this is important right now. Well, the ladies at The View, they have a view on this, and it's very, very different. And I think they don't want this debate happening because they know that Donald Trump is way more, shall we say, in command of his mind, himself, his ability to debate than, unfortunately, poor Joe Biden at this moment in time. So their whole idea is, well, we can't legitimize him. This is nuts, you guys. Nuts. Watch.
I just, I don't think I need to see someone who has been twice impeached and is a disgrace and a one-term president with 91 counts facing him. I think it legitimizes him. I don't need to be gaslit by Trump. We all know who he is. We all know what he stands for. We also know that Biden debated him twice and just like sort of mopped the floor with him. If you look at any of the studies, most Americans that watched it thought that Biden won, not only on policy, but on demeanor, especially. Does this person have the temperament to be the president? We know who Donald Trump is. I don't think you give him that type of platform.
But also, if Biden flubs, they'll be all over him. If Trump flubs,
if he doesn't show up, they'll be all over him. But here's the thing. A lot has happened since 2020. January 6th hadn't happened. Donald Trump needs to have to stand next to Joe Biden. Joe Biden needs to call him out on the unfitness, because the reality is we all at this table.
He's going to say he had nothing to do with it.
At this table, we all know who Donald Trump is. Nearly 80 million people voted for him. They need to see the juxtaposition of the two leaders.
But
Oh, okay. Yeah, we hear you loud and clear. Okay, you're afraid. I'd be afraid too. If my candidate was Joe Biden, I'd be really afraid. And Americans are looking at this and they're like, wait a second, he's going to be 86 years old by the time. I mean, I can't imagine he's going to make it to November 2024.